Listen.
The first time I read the script, I literally was sobbing.
That bad? Look, I know the joke is that some movies are made to watch while you're doing laundry. This is the type that makes you want to press pause and do chores. Atlas is the newest Netflix movie that's so pro-AI that just looking at the images and the scripts, the performances, man, it looks like they gave them all the jobs in the world. And it still hit #1 because it was against, very steep competition. And look, I know the J-Lo hate goes around the block for Jenny, but I always thought that she was a hard worker. She's always out there hustling, giving it her all. Nah, she had me looking like Ben once the credits hit on this one.
She's antisocial. She can't keep a relationship. I doubt she can care for a houseplant.
You know better than that.
Come on, don't come in here with that energy, please.
But before we get into full spoilers, a quick shout out to this video sponsor, Kalshi, the first legal exchange set up by MIT grads that let you trade on any event, including movies. So if you want to put your cinema knowledge to the test, you can now make a little extra dough. Pretty much they have markets for releases, RT scores, awards. So when it comes to your Oscar pool, you can actually place your bets early and get more gold and gold derby. And if they had a Razzie category, this one would easily pick up all of the nominations. So for example, looking at the best actresses for next year, you can see all the top nominees here as they go up and down. And for some reason, everyone doubted Emma last year and she pulled through like I said she was going to, and yet they still have her pretty low in terms of getting announced. So if I were to place a bet on her right now that she's at 24 cents on the dollar, I'd be able to place a simple bid of $10 and that'd be an almost 300% return just as she gets nominated. If you're interested, click the link down below to sign up, and the first 500 traders have a chance to get a free $20 credit post-deposit. Now, full spoilers ahead. Let me explain.
Let's do this.
So the movie begins with a ChatGPT recap of this world with the most AI-generated images, and they mention that the creation of these sentient robots that used to be servants ended up making them cyber terrorists, and they reportedly killed over 1 billion people.
I'm coming back to finish what I started.
28 years later, we see that the Hollywood sign's now gone digital, and people live in it. And for some reason, it's not even LA, but it's sequel. We see that Simu's the one playing the AI Harlan, who the government's after, and they're raiding every block until they reach their target. But the thing is, everything that they do in the script, it is so unoriginal. It's like they got a bingo card of all of the cliches and they tried to hit them. Enhance the script. We then cut to J-Lo's current house in LA, where we find out that she's the analyst in the movie whose mom actually created this AI. She was actually raised with Harlan, meaning that Mama Lo got away with child testing, and also naming her daughter Atlas. But her main thing was the creation of this Neuralink, and how her mom wanted to combine robots and people to make them transhuman.
Wait, how did it know I wanted coffee?
I'm sorry, but my pronouns are she and her, not it.
Do they/know that they're slaves though? J-Lo's now 35, and she's really smart because the movie shows you that she's beat the computer in chess 71 times. And even though she's a counter-terrorism analyst, she gets her updates off the news, where Mark Strong is updating them as the general in this movie. Then they head over to headquarters, where Sterling K. Brown is doubting that she's fit for the job.
Sir, you are the only commander in the whole of ICN who will even work with her.
She's pushed through the unthinkable. Her father deserted her when she was 8. Her mother was murdered when she was 11.
Making her emotionally unstable.
Atlas tries to find Harlan's location by pulling up the head of his right-hand bot named Casca, who they confiscated during a raid. And this girl calls him a house bot. So he tries to Beyblade her, but she read the script and saw it coming.
Still the clever girl.
Clever woman.
She then hacks his headspace without even reading him his robo-rando rights, but gets the info that she needs, giving her the clearance to go after a childhood AI. And so she celebrates with a Dunkaccino.
Coffee.
Are you kidding me?
I gotta go, guys.
Turns out Harlan escaped to space in a galaxy far, far away, so they send J-Lo up there to give a whole speech about consent after we just saw her Guantanamo a robot. But before they can sneak into their planet, Harlan sneaks up on them and attacks, giving us a scene that reminded me so much that we're still waiting on the sequel for Edge of Tomorrow. J-Lo then takes a collision course onto this new planet as she commands a mecha suit that walks around like it's about to take a dump. So now she's fighting the terrain, AI, and the trust issues that she keeps giving TED Talks about in this film.
If you could just trust me.
You were right about me not trusting anybody.
Atlas.
Hey, I told you no neural links. If you wanted to know my name, you ask me.
Yes, but your name is written on your badge.
So her AI gives a speech about her being a dumb. As usual, these movies hit a slag in the second act, but since it's 2 hours for whatever reason, they start theirs early. She walks around the woods and finds her crew knocked out faster than the Netflix viewers of this film, so they try to wake people up with an action chase that she ends by blowing up an ion bomb, which I'm pretty sure would have killed her.
I was trying to warn you that detonating an ion bomb could cause a sinkhole.
She then gets patched up faster than an easy bake oven and even gets a lollipop, which is exactly what I expect from a state-of-the-art futuristic military vehicle. But after sitting for 10 minutes, she decides to finally connect with the mecha suit known as AI Smith through her Neuralink, which is making her one with the machine. She's now on the eve of discovering new plants, meaning she gets to name them just like Adam. Casca then appears to die for like the third time in the film. And then we get another 15 minutes of J-Lo just sitting in this rig, which honestly must have been the easiest filming she's ever done.
But when Jen's in the mech suit, I put 4 or 5 cameras on her in every scene, and then I just got out of the way. I didn't give her eye lines for Smith. We invented that in post. I let her perform freely, and literally most of those scenes would be, 4 or 5 cameras set up, shoot the entire scene, we're done the scene.
So pretty much, she just got to look wherever while she was sitting on this green screen. They then added that Alexa effect wherever she was looking, and the director was just there to get her coffee? They then pull up to Harlan's castle where he's been torturing Sterling while she's been sitting with her hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times until she finally gets caught by who's technically her brother.
You've grown up, but you still have mother's eyes.
See, it turns out that all of these flashbacks that we've been seeing throughout are actually her trust issues because she was the one who gave Harlan permission when she was a child so that he could evolve. He then hacked into the mom's Neuralink and made her shoot herself.
You wanted him to lead us here.
And
Then he baited her all these years later to get them there. And now I'm stuck watching this? Simu had said that he did 90% of the stunts, but the homie wasn't 90% of the movie. I don't know why they gave him the Kim Jong-un cut. And it's crazy that he was more expressive as a plastic doll than an AI.
I always liked the idea that he was always bound by his programming because he was initially made to be of service to humanity, and so his voice is supposed to be gentle and soothing. And so when he says some of the most evil things ever, like, I want to eradicate humanity, he does so in the most pleasant way possible.
Yeah, but then I remember that you also weren't programmed to kill, so why would the voice be the setting that you didn't change? His master plan is to get her permissions again so that he can bypass Earth's CAPTCHA.
Sending 2F authentication on my mark.
And for whatever reason, he gives her back the chess piece, the thing that he taught her with growing up, knowing good and damn well that she's been using that as a weapon to check her mates with. So what'd you expect when you were already expecting? Smith then comes in like BetterHelp, giving her the words she needs to hear to finish this movie for the betterment of us all, as they set up the final green screen fight and just keep copying aliens.
Let's go, bitch.
In the end, she beats her cyber bro and becomes an AI Power Ranger. Her Cortana finally gives her a Cortado in the form of a sucker, and she thanks Mark for keeping her strong as she sets out to keep saving the world. But not before J-Lo gets her, contractual shot in yoga pants. Combo price. Thank you all for checking out this video. I'm curious to know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm slicing up the Furiosa edit right now, but, I decided to take a break. I didn't take in that break to watch a movie. When you cover movies, it's really not a break, it's just more movies. Especially when they're not really the best, but I'm almost done with the Furiosa edit. I've also been watching a couple of other shows that I want to start cutting up and maybe make a video on, so between X-Men 97, Baby Reindeer, Shogun, Fallout, I'm curious to know what you guys are more interested in, so let me know down below in the comments. Other than that, let me know your thoughts on this one, which, Netflix claims was the most watched of the week, which, it's crazy because it's honestly just a montage of all of her insecurities, just like all of her last movies have kind of been.
Why do I dye my hair?
Because you're vain. Vanity is, in fact, one of your defining flaws.
But hey, at least people are willing to watch her at home, just not on tour. Until next time, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, or Siri will turn on you.